My name is Jordy Smith and I surf for South Africa. Before COVID hit, I was in Hawaii. I was over there training and surfing, and at that point had to try and make the decision and the move to be able to get back to South Africa as the United States were shutting down their borders. We were fortunate enough to get on the last flight from Washington. It took us all in all about 2 weeks to get back home. Once we reached, home, we were extremely excited. I'm not much of a dreamer, and I always thought it was, you kind of lived in this la-la land, and those were dreams. For me, when I was a little kid, I always put goals in place. Goals were things that you put in place and you work towards. That's what the Olympics was to me, was a dream. It was probably one of the rarest dreams to me because I really had no idea or no thought ever that it was going to be a part of surfing. For that to be able to come true in my lifetime, during the peak of my career, is really something special and something that I'll take to the bank and memorize forever. As far as surfing goes, for me, it's absolutely given me everything in my life. It's a weird thing, the water. A lot of people always speak about being in the moment and being where you are. I think surfing really, really does that. I don't think it gives you the time or place to be anywhere else other than to be right there on that wave. It's a very special thing knowing, on the other side of it, how far that swell has come from. It's been traveling across the ocean for days and days and days on end, and it's finally going to reach a shore somewhere, and you're going to ride its last life before it kind of crashes and washes up onto the beach and it's over. And it's something very special to be able to share that with Mother Nature. Being at the World Games, it was really something cool this year. I haven't done it in a very long time. I've been on the tour for like 13 years, so it's such a selfish, kind of separate Czech sport. So for me to be able to go back and kind of reignite that team spirit, that fun really. When you're walking in, with the Parade of Nations, and there's all these different countries from all over the world, they pour the sand from each one of their local breaks and they all pour it into this big glass. And some of the teams, the New Zealand team will do the haka. Obviously South Africa, we're very formal, so we're wearing jackets and blazers and stuff like that. It's a really, really awesome day and something that I'll remember forever, and what a thing to be a part of. The infrastructure that they need and that they have in the ISAs is, second to none. My whole career was raised on the ISAs and the results that came from there to be able to slingshot me into the WQS and then onto the WCT. Yeah, I'm very fortunate, with Fernando obviously backing that from a very young age. He's always been a big supporter of mine. I'm always very thankful for that. And just the fact that he's given us that opportunity to be able to have that stepping stone has done wonders. We've seen kids from all over the globe, countries that don't really have the biggest surfing backgrounds, that have really, put out some exceptional results. Yeah, so obviously Lyndall and I'd basically been stalking her for about 2 or 3 years before we actually ended up getting together. I met her at a horse race event. I asked her for one date, and if I could have one date, I would change her mind, and she took me up on that offer. We're married now and been together 10 years. Now she's pregnant, and we're going to have a boy in basically a couple of weeks. So some crazy times, but I'm going to be becoming a dad, and I can't wait to be honest, to just share some of these personal moments that I have and some of the love, for surfing and the ocean that I have, and just kind of pass that down, hopefully he enjoys it.